Have you found during lockdown that you've put on a little more weight than maybe you would like to? Maybe it's easy to think that gyms are shut and it's more difficult to do exercise, or maybe it's down to comfort eating. This is what we're exploring in today's show, which is all about understanding the only real diet that there is. Hi, I'm Debbie Clement-Large. I am a life coach. I'm a licensed spiritual practitioner, and I am founder of the international and award-winning Why Follow the Herd, which is a centre for wholehearted living and working. So just a moment ago, I said that the only diet there is, and that's a big statement to say, that I'm going to share with you the only diet there is. So what is that diet? What does that really mean? How does that show up? How does that help you get into peak performance? How does that help you feel your perfect weight and size? So there are many different diets out there. There are a huge array of pills, lotions, potions to make us feel slimmer, to make us feel better. There is a whole load of things that we can wear that hold us in, that make us more shapely. There are huge arrays of diets, things where you can combine foods, where you don't have to, where you weigh things, all sorts of variety. And some work for some people and some don't work for some people. So why is it, if these diets are really, really great, do we find ourselves losing weight only to put it back on again? What is that yo-yo dieting all about? Now, I've experienced a little bit of that, but I've always been really relatively lucky in my life with my weight. So up until I had my daughter, I could eat what I wanted. I was always roughly the same weight. I didn't even have to think about what I was eating. And then after I had my daughter, something changed a little bit. No, I'm not saying I put on a massive weight, but suddenly, a stone would creep up, 14 pounds. And I could feel that difference, and it felt uncomfortable, and I didn't like carrying that extra weight. But then, for the first time ever, I found it difficult to lose it. And then I did a diet. I was watching my calories. I was being really careful. I was exercising more, and I lost the weight, and that was fine. Actually, I lost a little bit more than I put on, but it didn't stay off for very long. And then gradually over the next year, it all went back on again. And that was fascinating for me, knowing and being interested in what we think, how we feel about ourselves. And then I came across the information around diets. What do we really need a diet from? So one thing we really need a diet from is being hard on ourselves, understanding why we emotionally eat, why we talk to ourselves in the way we do, that we feel shame. Now there's a big word. We can feel shame for our shape. We can feel shame for the way we look in clothes. We can feel guilty that we can't maintain the perfect weight for us. There's a whole baggage of things going on about the way we look. And often we put on weight for protection. So have you ever stopped and thought about, what is it you're protecting yourself from? What is it you don't want to feel in this moment? Who are you not wanting to get close to? So the work that I take through, yes, I definitely think exercise is important. And there are lots of great people around that are personal trainers that can help in getting you the right exercise plan. Also, nutrition is important. And I'm not saying that it isn't. And there are lots of great people around that will be able to help you get a balanced diet, help you to understand your nutrition and what you're eating. The sort of diet I'm talking about is a diet of learning to love ourselves more, letting go of that emotional stuff within that is helping us to hold on to that excess weight. And that's a really, really important thing to do, because what we do then is, when we're understanding our emotions, understanding what we're holding on to, how we feel about ourselves, how we feel about the life that is going on around us, we can then naturally come back to our normal weight through working on our emotions, working on our beliefs, working on our thoughts. So that is a really natural way to come back to who we are, come back to our natural, not a perfect weight, because what is perfect? And what do we think is perfect? It could be unattainable for us. It might not be the right structure for us. So coming back to our natural weight where our body is comfortable, we've got the right amount of fat levels, where we are feeling full of vitality and energy. And we can really do this through working on our internal environment. If you want to find out more about that, you can check it out on my website, because I am coming up and offering some training around that. And it's something that I want to go through with you as well. So this is going to be an exciting journey over a period of time. Are you ready to really understand why you're carrying a bit of extra weight? Are you ready to understand more about how you're holding on to it, how you can look at your weight, love yourself, forgive yourself, being comfortable back in your own skin, and normalizing your weight in a natural way where we don't yo-yo anymore? And it's not just me saying this, because this path has been tried by lots, hundreds and hundreds of people that have gone through and tried these tools, these techniques, to be able to help to come back and steady and just naturally lose what we're holding on to. So what do you want to let go of? I'm looking forward to this journey and being part of seeing you reduce some of the excess weight and feel and love yourself for who and what you are in this moment. That feels really exciting, doesn't it? So I hope you get some tips that weight loss isn't all just about nutrition. It's not all just about exercise, but it's really hugely about how we feel inside of ourselves. So go and explore those different options. Think about how you are balancing the exercise, the nutrition, and the diet, the shaping, loving yourself, letting go of all that stuff you're carrying. You might not even realize you're carrying it until you go through the exercises. So learn to love yourself, to let go of shame, to let go of guilt, to feel comfortable, to feel that you don't need to protect yourself, to feel safe and secure in who and what you are. That is the most wonderful diet you can give yourself. A diet from negative thinking, negative energy, negative thoughts. So I hope that's given you some food for thought. Clear out the non-nutritious food from your cupboards. Think about what exercise you can do today. And then think about how you can lovingly guide, support yourself, and understand what's going on within. I hope that's helped. I hope that starts to make a bit of difference with your journey. You can find out a little bit more about me at whyfollowtheherd.com. If you're interested in knowing a little bit more about the only diet that there really is, which is an emotional and a mental diet, then you can check that out at whyfollowtheherd.com and look at the live programs page. And I hope to see you again soon. I'd love to know what diets have been like for you, what your weight has been like for you. So pop something in the comments. Please like, please share. I'm sure I'm not alone in having put on a little bit of weight over lockdown. Those chocolate bars can be very tempting, but what is it covering up? So I look forward to seeing you again next week. Have the most amazing of weeks and be loving, kind and gentle to yourself. See you soon.